Doesn't really matter. Just have to carry on. Well, hello everybody, but we are going to be going live very, very shortly here. We're just warming up everything up at the moment. Hopefully you can all hear us here. And if our sound goes off for any reason, then of course we'll have to use the camera sound, to be honest with you. But yeah, we are going to try and experiment something in just a moment. And maybe we could try it now. But of course you'd have to just undo this little section here, Julian. All you need to do, I'm just telling you some technical stuff here. We are running low on battery, but of course that's just an unfortunate thing. There's no way of charging it. But anyway, of course, we can try it for a little while. What we'll have to do is put that mic in there, and you take it off. If it goes off for any reason, I don't know how we get around it. There's some things right underneath the organ. There's some wires, some holes. And of course, underneath the organ, if you can reach it, can you?
Well, we can see it.
Yeah, you might need me to do it actually, because...
No, you say it's too dark.
No, I can feel it.
It's around here somewhere.
Well, if you can't do it, otherwise it'll take ages for you to do it. So yeah, do bear with us while we start to organise all this. We're supposed to be starting in a minute, but of course, come out of the way, Dylan. You're gonna have to come out of the way, otherwise.
You want me to sit? I don't think you'll be able to sit.
You have to move the stool for a second. Yeah, just move the stool for a second. Look after the stool.
Put it down there.
Because otherwise I'll end up falling over. Left, right and centre. If I move through here, there should be something right underneath the organ where, oh, that wasn't meant to happen. Even I've got a crouch underneath as well. So I can feel it, you see. And there's that one. Yeah. Normally this should be done properly. So yeah, hopefully you should get the sound. You should be getting the sound directly from this. And when you need to talk, you just take that off. Sorry if you can't hear our voice. Sorry if you can't hear our voices at the moment. We're just plugging in this section here. And when Julian needs to talk, he will actually take the plug off. So, yeah, and of course we'll plug that in.
Means what?
When we plug this in, you won't be able to hear our voices, which is a good thing. But when Julian's finished, you'll have to undo this little bit and then start talking and put it back in again. But we are a little bit out of battery on that, and out of battery on both, unfortunately. But yeah. Nothing we can... Yeah, we're out of battery on this bit because it's flashing green light here, so we better put this in. Julian better put some tunes here. If you go blank, or if you don't hear us very well, because the sound might go blank and you won't be able to hear us at all, and we do apologise about that. So what we'll do is, of course, we'll try and do it without the these little things. We're hoping to use these a little bit more often, but unfortunately we've only got limited battery. It should last But if the green light goes off, then or yeah, if the green light goes off or the blue light, then of course we've got issues there. So we do apologise if we go off air and you don't hear any sound. Okay, you should hear some sound coming through the speakers now. Let's give us a thumbs up if you hear any sound. Okay, and remember that's what you got to do, Julian, to talk. Okay, so we all got to talk in the background. They won't be able to hear us now. Right, okay. Ooh, just about get through. It's because of that organ is in the way. It's not much chin.
Another chin, right?
Oh. Yeah.
Okay, you want to cook?
Yeah, you must make sure these are safe, Dylan. It's not safe at the moment. So, yeah, this is not very good, Dylan. If you keep doing that like that, you're gonna have to find another way of using that lamp somehow, or do it on the back of the organ or something. I don't know, from behind you.
So
yeah, don't start talking because you got to start playing now, unless you take it out.
I've got to take it out to talk.
Yeah, unless you bring that stretch tight over here to me. Can it go as far as it goes? Yeah, that's good. Then I'll do it then.
Yeah, you better do it.
I think it's gone out anyway. That's a shame.
Oh well.
Yeah, we're gonna have to use the sound of the after all that. Wait till it. The batteries are not out. Yeah, nothing we can do about that. We did try it, but yeah, we did test it though anyway. Right. Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. I'm afraid we have to use the mobile microphone as we previously suggested. It's just one of those unfortunate things. But of course, let's hope that we can get some people tuning in. And of course, yeah, we're going to have to talk as we go here. So you're just going to have to play as you go as well. So it might
If you can hear me.
Well, it might be a little bit easier for you, but of course, yeah. But in the future, what we hope to do is use this little thing here. So yeah, maybe you'll probably need a second microphone holder so you can hear your voice, and then I'll hear my voice anyway. But none of those are charged. So apart from this receiver, the receiver's fine. But
I did remind you to charge them.
no, oh yeah, but I didn't have time to. Yeah, I thought you meant the phone.
No,
But
well, yeah, I meant everything.
so anyway, let's flick it back to me because we are about to go ahead with the show anyway. Last time we actually did 2 cameras here, but we're not doing that today. We're going direct live today, and it is Nick C with you this evening. Let's see if we can get some more interest here. We'll try and share the stream. I will be backstage doing that. I don't know if you have access to the chat, Julian.
No, I haven't.
If anyone does come in.
No, I haven't.
So yeah, I'm gonna have to try and do it myself. Maybe bring the laptop without the charger, so I'll have to bring that in here instead. Anyway, yeah, I'm trying to share this everywhere possible. We are live. It is nice and relaxing show. Let's go.
play some lullabies and get me to bed. Was this the concert?
That was in Dante by Joseph Figaro, 1703 to 1741. Dante in E minor. So that was a little bit of a dance there, kind of dance really. So we have the next piece, which is down here, called Minuet. My handle really. There we go. Right, okay, we've got a handle piece here. Handel is born 1685 to 1759. Minuet. It's a minuet little dance kind of thing. So do join in here. See which. Yes, I think that we'll do here. When we have a little bit of break, I'll do a little demonstration on the organ. So there's a small demonstration, and then we go to the second part of our music section, which is nice and relaxing music. minuet there. So the next hymn we have today is Immortal Love, forever full, forever flowing free, forever shared, for ever whole, and never ebbing sea. It's probably by Jeremiah Clark, 1674 to 1707. Jeremiah Clark wrote a number of pieces here by Jeremiah Clark. The Trumpet Voluntary is one of them, and that's what I can tell you on that as far as I know. Immortal Love Forever Full. Beautiful words there. Alone, alone, as on the ineffectual. I beg your pardon. Those are the last start of the words. We go into another hymn here when we go here. So we go into heavenly love abiding. We only do love hymns really. Here we go. heavenly love abiding. Beg your pardon, there was a message in there, I don't know what that was about. Music by David Jenkins, 1848 to 1915. So let's have another hymn here before we come along here. So as we aspired here, where we go through the Herbert hymn book, what we call it, we go into the next sort of hymns people would like to see any more love hymns. Well, we got Jesus Christ Easter hymn. We go into Jesus Good Above. No, we can't do that one. Let's go all the way back here and see what we got. Read that one last week. This one is a Welsh traditional Welsh melody from musical lyrics of Welsh bards, 1800. Judge Eternal was thrown in splendor. So this one, it's only 3 verses to it, so we have 3 verses of that. Judge Eternal, thrown in splendor. Judge Eternal thrown in splendor. As we get to the next hymn, before we do the another entry, we have a little speech while I find the next hymn.
Right, okay, welcome to the Nice and Relaxing Show. It is the voice of Nick C from the Events and Places show. Just a quick reminder, of course, the show does return hopefully tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Live on the webcam, if you like to call it, and a decent microphone. But yeah, that's Monday to Wednesday. And as Julian prepares for the next hymn, and have you got anything in store for that, Julian?
Not yet. I'll be coming around doing that in a minute. So
okay, whilst you're doing that,
this one's an Easter hymn. So as it's to do with love, we're going to do.
Okay, hang on just 1 second. I just want to say that yeah, you're hearing the voice of Nick C here. I'm afraid to show my voice because of a good reason. But yeah, the reason is that I can't tell you. But no, just for now. You will see my face later on. But of course, just for now, I just want to do some commentary here. Just thought I'd do that. So yeah, my thing I wanted to say is that we've put on the list on the community section and on the Facebook page what we are about as a channel. So if you haven't already seen it, go and check it out. And there is some stuff there that may be of interest to the public. So yeah, are you ready for the next lot, Julian? That's all right. We're watching ourselves on another screen here, just to make sure that we're going out properly. Don't worry, you won't hear the sound from the laptop, which is what we used last week, by the way. We used one of these, and of course, yeah, that's what we did to do our live show, but it didn't go that brilliantly, but we did try it though, didn't we?
Absolutely.
But of course, we'll have to test it with recordings to make sure it's going out properly next time. But yeah, it's over to you, Julian. That's just a couple of notes there, and you know, very quickly, I'll say I hope that everyone's enjoying our commentaries for some of the games that we cover on the commentaries on some of the Premiership games. Sometimes we might cover Championship, but very rarely. But we will select one each and every week. But thank you for sticking by us here tonight. Come and say hello in the chat if you want to. And it's over to you, Julian.
Right, okay. We have 2 more pieces for a little breather while I do a quick demonstration on it for the next part. We have one hymn here. A lot of redeeming work is done. Is an Easter hymn that is still doing love. So I mean, it's 4 to 5 verses of it, different keys of it. So John Wesley, 1742 foundation. So and then love's redeeming work is done. So I'll give you the words. Love redeemed, his work is done. Fought the fight, the battle's won. Lo, the sun eclipsed the over. Lo, he sets the blood no more. That's the first of it. Love's redeeming work is done. Now, on this page here, it's by Swidink. I'm not sure where
Got about half an hour, Julian.
Okay. Swidink.
We started late.
Mine Jones longest be hat our end. So that's the I think it's a Danish one. I think it's definitely mild out. You'll notice that. You'll notice that. So it's in parts, bits and parts. It's never enough the same tune until the it's about 4 or 5 parts to it. So it should finish on the last page on 57, something like that. A bit softer than I usually do. So here we go. I don't know. We'll add that. We had the VR vibrato in between. So this one's called Mein Drums Liebet hat in End. It's a Danish one, I think, by Swelink. have it. Meine Jungs Leben hat ein Ende. But it's not the end yet. So we go down to the second part now. Before we change the hymn, we have okay. We're going to have breathe on me, breath of God, in just a moment. While we demonstrate a few of these stops on the top manual that I've been using. Now, you guess what I've been using for some of the pieces. The Voluentarys, you would have to use some sort of stops on the top manual. So as we know, so what is the producer telling me?
I'm trying to say you've got 20 minutes left.
Well,
But yeah, a bit of producer.
No,
You don't often hear that on air. But yeah, you're watching the Nice and Relaxing Show and listening to the Nice and Relaxing Show wherever you are watching across the world.
So there we go.
If you're watching on replay, we appreciate that. Hit the thumbs up if you're even watching on replay. So carry on, Julian.
Okay, what I've been using for this, some Voluentarys, I've been using some solar stuff. I've been using some flutes. We have a flute stop here. Somebody said, "What are you laughing at now?" That's what it sounds like. What are you laughing at now? What are you not laughing at? What are you not laughing at now? That's the lowercase of that. So you would have to have a 16-foot with anything. But when I was using the 8-foot flute on the other bits, like the minuet, whatever it was, it wasn't the Gothic, it was just a minuet by handle. I was using the 8-foot flute, which is a bit higher, and you only got this that lower sound. And that's the lowercase on that, and you get a higher one. And you could add that for a 4-foot flute. You could add that for a 2-foot flute. You got plenty of stops there. The 16-foot and 8-foot together. I haven't added the pedals yet. There's only 3 pedals, 8-foot and a 16-foot and a bass guitar, which is on here, 16-foot. There's only 1 octave of pedals at the moment. You can add the 8-foot. Here's what I sound like. Add the bass guitar. 8-foot's on its own. It's a bit higher pedal board there. We have some interesting neutral stops here, which is a mutual stops here, fraction ones. Flute 2 1/3, which is like a 12th and a netted together. If you had it with a 16-foot, it would sound like this. We had the same on the harmonic coupler. Bit different sort of sound. If you had the 5th and the 3rd, it would be sound like it's a bit lower. Sounds like a bassoon to me, but it's not. This is kind of a brassy sound. The 16 together, brass 16 and a 16-foot together. And you can use it as a solo stop, and the oboe and the 16 together. On its own. It's kind of reedy kind of sound. We have 2 string stops here, 8-foot. And then we have a mixture. I call it a mixture on here, but it's a 4-foot string together. after blending with a lot of the instruments on here, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, about 9 stops to it. We have a reed saxophone on the stop. It will sound like this with the 16-foot oboe, 4-foot, 8-foot, and a 16 together. We're any lower than that. Higher. You have to blend it with those. Have you ever done we just it sounds awful on its own. We do have a trombone. If you'll hear the trombone thing on it. So it's a bit smaller sound. We have a violin. Sorry, we didn't hear the trombones because I didn't put the solo to it. So we had the trombone go. If you're on the violin stop. And so on. So we had a few stops on the bottom manual here. 8 on a diapason stop. This is with the string assembled. Unfortunately, the string assembled is on the bottom manual. I don't know why it's on there, so it's strange. Higher. Now with the diapason on its own. Softly stop. But you know what the 2 flutes sound like on the bottom menu. We have a horn. We have to blend that with the 4-foot flute. You can have it a bit louder. And softer. That's with the volume in between and the volume loud on the soft on the top manual and on the bottom manual. So that's what you got on the stops here. So we might have a piece, a chorale by J.S. Bach here before we get on to the next hymn. So we have a chorale. Hail Jesu, fount of goodness. See you, Gizu, Jesu, Gutted. That's what I think of that. I'll do 3 verses of this because it's nice and short. Oh, usual front, my goodness. My goodness me. Now it's the next hymn is two versions of it actually. Definitely in God, right? One is Breathe on Me, Breath of God. I've got 10 minutes.
Yeah, but
We'll have two hymns and a voluntary at the end, okay?
yeah,
Okay.
that'll be enough, Joe.
Yeah. Breathe on Me, Breath of God is tune 1. Well, there's two tunes in here. Another very short verses anyway. We'll have one more hymn after that, and then we go on to the voluntary at the end. The first tune is by Charles Lockett, 1745 to 1618. Remember that date there. And tune number 2 is Breathe Me, Breath of God is Robert Jackson, 1840 to 1914. So we have 4 verses of each. Breathe on Me, Breath of God. You know the first tune, Nick. It's the same tune as the Stand Up and Bless the Lord, I think it is.
Right.
Okay.
Okay. Sounds good.
So first 4 verses of tune 1, and then we go into tune 2. Now we're going to tune 2. Breathe on Me, Breath of God. You notice there are 2 different tunes there, so I presume you prefer tune 1. It's a different sort of tune together. There we go for one more. We go one,
Yeah, that means it's time up and it's the end of the show. That's my Caxon sound.
Absolutely, it will be.
Alarm sound, if you like.
Yes.
4 thumbs up today, which is not
Absolutely.
too bad, but yeah, we appreciate everyone tuning in
Right,
when they can.
We have 2 pieces to play before we dash tonight. Oges, as promised, tune number 1. We can't do all the tunes. It's a tune number 1. There is 3 tunes to this, but one we can play. It's Day of Rest. So just I've promised to serve thee to the end. And it says Master and My Friend in bits of it. The music is by James William Elliott, 1833 to 1915. You remember that? It's over 100 years. So it's just 5 verses. I'll see how many verses I can do. I might as well do ordinary. Right, okay. Jesus, I have promised tune number 1. Oges, I promise tune number 1. That brings us a close on the hymn book. Now we have Canon D by Joanne Parkerville, 1653 to 1506. 1653 to 1706. Parkerville is definitely out. it's by Canon in D. That is the final voluntary. I hope you've enjoyed it. For him playing, you have to get the timing right, and the beats right as well. So that's for him playing. It counts all as well. So you have to rehearse as well on the piano, keyboard, organ, and work your way up the system. So that's the situation there. So Canon in D by Johann Parkerville.
absolutely amazing. I've got to say that. So that's the end of the voluntary, I believe.
Absolutely.
That's,
Thank you very much indeed.
Let's whiz it around here. We might get some views actually, but yeah,
We do beg a pardon of the notes, the higher notes there, so we could preach them because we haven't got enough notes there, I'm afraid. So
Right.
so basically that's happened. You needed a bigger
one
organ.
of those things, isn't
That
it?
would have been a better organ to to use for that.
Hello everyone, if you are tuning in absolutely anywhere here, and of course it is the nice and relaxing show that brings a close to some fantastic music. I even was shutting my eyes for a couple of minutes there. It was so sort of really relaxing on a Sunday night here, and you know, we have to end it in a nice sort of note here. If you have been watching on replay, we appreciate that.
Absolutely.
And yeah, you was about
I
to
was
say.
saying that was more interesting episode on Songs of Praise today. That was to do with the organ as well, and someone was performing in Cambridge in the touring us play.
Touring with us?
Well, touring
Wasn't
with
us though, no.
No, it wasn't us, but it's something to do with where you can film with permission.
Yeah, what is it though? Where?
Pembroke College, Cambridge.
Yeah, you can't film inside though.
No, but they were some of the praise were
Hello,
filming
everyone.
in there about 3 months back. I would have thought now. So the demonstration. Someone did a demonstration. A female did a demonstration on the organ there from Pembroke College, which is a 2 manual organ, high organ, no swell, only a choir manual and a great top manual and a bottom manual. A bit more notes, but a bit more heavy action. There was hymns as well, and plus there was of restoring of an organ to do with the organ as well. So that would have been more interesting. You can look it back on that on the iPlayer. BBC One was at 1:15.
I'll have to have a look at that, Julie.
So yeah,
Really, I have to have a look at that. Something that happened earlier on Songs of Praise,
yeah,
which
to do with the organ,
which was formerly at the time of 6:30. If you remember Pam Rose's time.
Pam Rose was in it.
Oh, she was in it. She must be getting on a bit now.
Yeah.
Since it first started, we used to watch it when it was at 6:30.
She was looking at some sort of
obviously, it was quite good
closed
then.
churches to see why they're not open.
Well, they don't go around the churches like they used to.
No, but they said the reason why some people think the organ is peaceful and it's joyful. You can have loud stops. Some young people are playing it. Some people are learning to play it, and basically that's what you got to do. So, to say why you think it's a very good instrument, it's a soft piece or a loud piece. You can do a loud, soft, medium piece. They feel it's more sort of relaxing kind of music like it is now, sort of thing. Sort of basically that's what it is really. I'm finding it hard to put in the words, but it's because it's emotional. It can be an emotional instrument, you know, when you're enjoying yourself and playing the organ as itself. I mean, so it's to do with restoring organs, and the reason why if you don't restore organs in a church or cathedral, obviously cathedral would store it, but churches nowadays, the organ would go manky. So that's So it would need an overhaul, and it costs a lot of money to.
Obviously, but we're speaking about this one, aren't we?
Well, not necessarily. Church.
We are in talks with people with that, but of course we've just got to wait to hear from someone about the organ at the back there.
All it is it's probably a stuck earth somewhere at the back of it.
Yeah, it's a buzzing
sound. It would
sound.
be sounding better.
That's why we call you Juliani buzzing at the moment.
And you would have a lot of instruments on there to demonstrate, and longer keys.
And hopefully you will be buzzing when you hear it playing again.
Hopefully it
be nice to get that going again.
Yeah, there'll be a lot of instruments, and you can hear lots of different
sounds to it, and it's got cute work.
orchestral sounds. It's got
You
more
have to
sounds.
get the Hubert back up and running again.
It's orchestral sounds. A bit more to this. This is more kind of
Church style.
virtual pipe organ, virtual notes.
Yeah, when it sounds beautiful, it is beautiful.
Oh yeah, it's got some nice sounds.
Magnificent sounds.
And
Yeah.
it's got more pedal board to it, and it's got more bass to it. And it's got more.
Yeah, we're missing it badly, really, but of course we can only pray for it to return at some point.
Swell pedal working at the moment.
We haven't got the pistons either.
We've got pistons on the hip. There would be pistons on this.
I'm talking about those ones near the keyboard.
No,
those don't work.
They're not the same as that.
Yeah, but do they work though?
No, they won't. They won't work anyway. So I mean,
oh no,
I know
that's a shame.
It's something on here.
Because the actual guy that actually gave this organ done a runner, but yeah, that's one of those things that just happens, isn't it?
You would have to use the set button, which is that. Sorry, that's the cancel button there. The set button will be on here. That will be the set button.
Yeah.
The set button's on here.
Yeah.
So that's why you don't need it. So I mean, it's got 6 on it. Generals. These are general stops.
Yeah. Hopefully they'll get going when they sort it out inside.
A general means a combination of different stops together.
Absolutely.
And coupled and whatever it is.
Okay, Julian. Let's wrap that up.
The cancel button will be here. We haven't got a mixer stop there.
Okay.
T would have been,
Julian.
T would have been tutty.
Sorry, I'm going to have to stop you there because we're running out of time here. But we just want to wrap that up. Anything just quickly to add, Julian? Are you going to be doing one next week?
Well, see how things go. I think there's only
unfortunately, we weren't able to use our sound machine, which of course gives you direct sound onto the camera. Unfortunately, our batteries ran out eventually. But we did test it at the beginning of the show. I don't know if it came out as well as we wanted it to come out, but just as we were just about to test Julian playing it, the battery went dead on us. But of course, that's always the way. But hopefully we'll try this scenario next time, where we feed the microphone underneath the organ and you'll get the direct sound from the organ. And that means, of course, you'd have to use something else for the microphone, maybe feed an extra microphone on top.
Yeah, but if that did work, that probably wouldn't go underneath there. I don't think it's
What's that?
What
are you talking about now? Sorry, you're just going on to something else here.
I'm talking about wires. It might fit in that organ, it might not fit in that organ, the wires.
Oh, no, we won't be able to get direct sound off that, unfortunately, unless you actually recorded it through the computer there. But yeah, it's going to be a bit difficult. But of course, that would be another scenario, when the engineer sorts that out, you could ask those questions. So yeah, we'll have to say goodbye to you all tonight, and thank you those people that watched us this evening, and those people who watched the earlier football games, resulting in a 2-2 draw with the sort of London derby between Arsenal and Spurs earlier on. And unfortunately for me, I'm not really a fan of Liverpool, but someone is. And of course, 3-1 they won on another channel. But of course, we would like to say a huge thank you so much for watching. A lot of people have been watching rather than commenting. We appreciate your comments as well. Don't be shy to give us a comment at some point. But come and say hello at any point during our lives, videos or broadcasts that we do. Come and join us, and come in and join in the fun that we have here today. We'll say stay safe from us all here on behalf. Let's start again. Of course, on behalf of Touring With Us, sounding like a train announcer, of course, as usual. Of course, on behalf of Touring With Us, and of course myself, Nixie, and many thanks to Juliani actually buzzing. We will say stay safe and goodbye, and enjoy your rest of the wherever you may be, of course, the rest of the evening. And cheerio, as Julian said.
Cheerio, and stay safe.
And goodbye, and
next time.
Of course, good night to you all, and we'll see you next time on our next live stream or video stream, whatever source that you'll see us. And don't forget, of course, the Nice and Relaxing show hopefully returns next week. Of course, the earlier time of 8 p.m. normally is the time unless otherwise stated. But yeah, the next show is Events and Places show starting at 8 p.m. You might get this man joining us at some point. We don't know yet. We might have a chat amongst ourselves and possibly do a kind of Q&A kind of thing. We haven't done one for a month, but we're hoping to do one each month. But yeah, finally, we'll say cheerio and sleep well, and we'll see you next time. Yeah, remember, we are the show that never ends. Yeah, we try not to bore you, not on our clocks or watches. Bye for now. Bye-bye.
Sure.
Play out with something, please, Julian. Just a quick something.